Hey, Viola Rules here, and welcome back to Professor Layton and the Spectre's Call. So I'm here at Chief Jake's office because there's actually a puzzle in this room that I need. I want to make sure that I get that before I go to witness Clark's story. I'm also going to pick up any hint coins that are in here as well. Oops. What a beautiful fireplace. It looks as if someone's taking good care of it. You know, I have a puzzle about a fireplace that's been burning me up. Okay, so let's see what Emmy's puzzle is. Fuel for the fire, 45 pickrocks. Oh my god, another hard one? The occupants of this chilly home burn a bundle of wood in their fireplace every day of the year. In the 3-month period starting this month, they will burn 3 more bundles of wood than in the following 3-month period. Given that this is a 365-day year, can you work out what the current month is? Express your answer as a number. So it's winter currently, I would assume, since they're using more wood. So I want to go with the closest month to December then and say that it's November. Based off of that very flimsy logic, but I have no idea how to wrap my brain around this puzzle any other way.
Some puzzles must be met directly.
Oh, that was correct. Nice!
I love the thrill of a good solution.
So do I. Crackling. The answer is 11, meaning November. The 3-month period starting in February has fewer days than any other 3-month period, and as it's a 365-day year, you know the house will only burn 28 bundles in February. I guess? I don't understand this one. I don't know. Cool. Good work, Emmy. I really enjoyed that one. Glad you liked it, Professor. Oh, there's the other hint coin. Oh, and there's the last one. So finally we can continue with the story. So we have to witness Clark's story, so I guess we have to go up to his office if I had to take a guess. Yeah, we definitely do. How's the investigation going, Herschel? I hope Luke hasn't been troublesome. Quite the contrary, Luke has been very helpful. Clark, I would like to ask you something. Of course, how can I help? I need you to tell me everything you know about the death of Evan Bard. Evan Bard? Oh, he saw him jump for a distance. I'll tell you the same thing I told the police. I saw someone fall off a cliff. That's it. You just saw someone fall off a cliff? Didn't see anyone else around. I didn't even know it was Bard when it happened. Wait, what? Chief Jakes closed the case as a suicide. Yes, well, that makes sense if no one else was there. But you were looking at a cliff from, like, a huge distance away. Just because you didn't see anyone push him doesn't mean that there wasn't someone up there. What about the will? Why would Bard leave you his land deeds? Evan was a friend, and the only person in town with whom I could discuss intellectual matters. You would have liked him very much, Herschel. Of course, I was still very surprised by the will. Chief Jakes confirmed the will and acted as the executor. He took care of everything for me. I became an extensive landowner overnight, and I've been dealing with the red tape ever since. And Ariana and her brother? They are still the future heirs, as far as I'm concerned. I only planned to oversee the land until they were of age, unfortunately. It is possible that Ariana will not live long enough to see that happen, but what about her brother? He would still get the land, right? So you know about her illness. Of course, it's truly tragic. I don't know what I would do if such a fate were to befall Luke. Evan was always so attentive to his children. I was shocked to learn that he hadn't made adequate provisions for them. Do you agree with Jake's conclusion about Bard's death? Well, he is much more qualified to make that judgment than I am. He is Third Eye Jakes, after all. Yes, that name derives from his ability to solve every case, I understand. Which sounds like a load of hogwash to me. Every case, yes. Herschel, the man has practically eliminated crime in Miss Hollery, or allowed it, as it was convenient to him. Besides the activities of witches and specters, of course. What are you implying, Herschel? Please, just this once, stop speaking in riddles. Cases ruled as accidents, unexpected confessions, complaints being withdrawn. Yes, go on. It's a common pattern among solved cases. Herschel, You don't think Jakes had anything to do with Bard's death, do you? I don't think he had anything to do with it, but I think he's taking credit where he doesn't deserve credit. Would the master like to have his dinner now? Oh, hello, Dolan. How convenient of you to show up right now. Dolan, you gave me quite a start. How long have you been there? Only moments, sir. I apologize if you did not hear me knock. Am I disturbing the master? No, of course not. No. Yes, dinner sounds splendid. Herschel, Emmy, please join us. We have several aged wines in the cellar, Herschel. Perhaps you could go down and select a bottle for us. This sounds like a trap. You want me to pick a wine? Perhaps the master would prefer I select a wine to go with dinner. Oh, no. Our friend Layton is quite the connoisseur when it comes to wine. Isn't that right, old boy? Oh, right, because the maid mentioned that there was activity in the cellar, and I don't think the butler wants us to figure that out, or find the secret passage that's down there. Well, it would be my pleasure. Where's the wine cellar? Yep, Dolan does not approve. Oh, okay. This is gonna be fun. Okay, leave Clark's study and go where, exactly? I didn't know you were into wine, Professor. Is there anything you don't know about? I feel like that was a lie to get us down into the wine cellar. To be honest, I'm more of a connoisseur of tea. I can't claim to know much about wine at all. Really? Then why did Clark say that you do? It seemed to me that Clark was fabricating a reason for us to see the basement. There must be something there. I think we should do as he wishes. Sounds good to me. The cellar is through the blue door on the ground floor hallway. Okay, let's go. Yeah, I got the feeling he was lying. He's probably noticed the commotion that Beth did. Or whatever the maid's name is. Is it Beth? I don't remember, actually. Okay, here we are at the cellar. It looks like a normal cellar to me. What are we supposed to notice? Luke, does anything strike you as out of the ordinary? No, not really. Actually, the basement's been off limits lately, so I can't say for sure. Off limits, eh? Did you get caught down here scoffing fruit tarts between meals, Luke? What? No. They were in Claire's, and that's not the point. Shh, quiet. What is it, Emmy? I thought I heard something. Maybe I imagined it. What, you hear voices? Perhaps it was a mouse? Is there a mouse down here? I beg your pardon? My apologies, Luke. I wonder if there is something we're missing. Possibly. Professor Layton, is there anything I can do to help? No, I think we're fine, Dolan. Thank you. Dolan, did you happen to know Mr. Bard as well? Yes, I know it isn't kind to speak ill of the departed, but Mr. Bard was a man who charged exorbitant rents to those who lived on his land. Yeah, we've heard about that. Some are inclined to believe that he was thrown from the cliff by an angry tenant. Surely a cultured man like yourself is aware of how the locals will gossip. It's too bad that that's all Bard's remembered for. Most everyone knew him, most everyone despised him. Oh, but I do prattle on. If you have selected a wine, I can carry on with preparing dinner. Dolan, has my dad been acting strange to you lately? He has been rather preoccupied, I would say. Much of his time is spent in the study. Yes, clearly Clark has other matters at hand. Let's get going. You're not staying for dinner? We'll have to do it another time. Please give my regards to Clark. Thanks for your help, Dolan. My pleasure. Do be careful out there. Will do. Now I'm going to ransack your cellar for puzzles and for, hint coins, but puzzles first. It's a wine rack. The bottles are arranged haphazardly. Do you think they forgot to tidy them up? Having bottles lying on the ground isn't very wise. Let's put them away before someone breaks one. Okay, so let's tidy up the cellar. 89. Wine-wise. 50 pickrocks. Oh my god, what's with the hard puzzles? In order to store this fine wine in an appropriate manner, the following rules must be observed. 1. White wine should always be stored so that there is only one bottle on any horizontal, vertical, or diagonal line. Red wine should be stored so there is only one bottle on the same horizontal, vertical, or diagonal line. The two bottles already in the crate cannot be moved. Can you figure out a way to store them? So these are the white wines, and these are the red ones. So, oh my god, it's a Duco with wine bottles. That's gonna be annoying. Okay, this is the solution I've come up with. I think this is right.
A challenging puzzle, to be sure. I love the thrill of a good solution.
Hey, that one wasn't that tricky. Well done. The bottles may be placed as shown in the 2 diagrams. Who would have thought that storing wine was so complicated? I know, right? Perfect, that's everything tidied away now. That was fun. Sure. Now where are the hint coins in here? Oh, there's one. Oh, hey, a hidden item. Found a new item, soot-stained cloak. Interesting. Okay, that's 2. And where's the third one? There's the third one. Cool. So let's go ahead and leave. Professor, what was that about? What was with the library and Clark's account? There are still many questions about what with the library and Clark's account. There are still many questions about Bard's death. This, coupled with the Spectre not being reported outside Miss Hollery, troubles me. It would appear that someone is carefully manipulating information about these 2 events. A falsified report and a cover-up conspiracy. This is shaping up to be quite a case. But who is capable of doing this? There's only one person I can think of. Who, Luke? Chief Constable Jakes. He's in a position to do both of those things. Luke is spot on. Jakes is the only one in this town capable of both. That's true, but then again, I feel it's a little bit too obvious to make him the culprit. He's supposed to be a public servant. That's just unforgivable. Emmy, your faith in public servants is inspiring. However, there is no doubt that Jakes is withholding information. We need to find out more about him. Well, I guess it's time to head to his office then. Oh, hello, Hannah. Oh, Inspector Grosky, your muscles glisten in the country, just as they do back in London. How manly. You again. What are you doing here? For Grosky, I would walk through fire. Luckily, I didn't have to. I just took a taxi out here. How'd you even find us? Emmy, do you know this woman? Sort of. I bumped into her in London. Grosky told me he had a lead. He must be on the trail of a notorious criminal. Oh, it's too exciting. He seemed even more determined than usual. I wish he would search for me with that kind of passion. Oh my god, woman. He said he had a lead. Which way did he go? He just ran off that way. He's probably at the crossroads now. We might still be able to catch him. Let's hurry. Okay, thank you, Hannah. A new episode has been added to the trunk. Hannah in Love. Okay, I'll look at that later. Oh, and Bucky's not here, so I can't skip this section.
What's this?
An ambush?
Gentlemen, I hope we're not going to have any trouble here.
Yeah, Emmy knows karate. You do not want to mess with her. Or whatever form of martial arts this is. Wow, that's impressive.
Emmy.
So why did we just get attacked by goons?
But very effective.
Thanks. Whenever you need a little muscle, you just let me know, Professor, and I'll be there.
I'll keep that in mind.
Who are these men? Do you think Jake sent them after us?
No,
Looks like
I don't think so.
Jakes didn't want to wait the full 24 hours to get rid of us.
Was Mr. Bard killed by these thugs?
Unfortunately, we can't say for certain.
Layton, Emmy, I've been looking all over for you two. Oh, hello. I've got a very corporeal lead on that Spectre of yours. Really? That's great, Inspector. The police chief in this town is really ahead of the game. He said that a tall-hatted gentleman and a fiery young lady abducted the mayor's son. Really? He added that they were posing as investigators when in fact they were controlling the Spectre. Grosky, you're not this stupid, are you? Not to dampen your spirits, but that does narrow down the suspects. That does narrow down the suspects a fair bit. Is any of this true, Layton? Explain yourself. Chief Jakes hasn't given us a warm welcome, that's for certain. Don't be fooled, Inspector. Jakes is the real culprit, I know it. He's not. I doubt it. I honestly think Bard faked his death. I'm going with the faked death theory. Because think about it, people didn't want to pay their rent, and probably all the houses that got attacked were probably the ones with people who were against the rent thing against him. Maybe he's trying to run them out of town so he can get tenants that are willing to pay the exorbitant fees so he can be rich again. That's my theory anyway. What? Jakes, you say? So he's trying to pull the wool over my eyes, eh? I, Grosky of the Yard, will not take such shenanigans sitting down. Okay, goodbye. Inspector, wait! He really is quick for someone his size. Yes, you need a time machine to keep up with Grosky. Don't mention time machines. Professor, we didn't get to tell Grosky what's happening. Should we go after him? No, let's avoid running into Jakes again if possible. We need to continue our investigation. My concern is growing about the situation with Jakes, however. Oh, we're in the next chapter. Face to face with the Spectre. We need to work fast. Jakes is just waiting for an opportunity to take us out. Yes, we'll have to be really careful. I think we should be alright as long as we stay in populated areas. Luke, who knows that you are the one predicting the Spectre's appearances? Just Dolan. He promised he wouldn't mention me to the police. I see. Well, young Oracle, do you know where the Spectre will strike next? Not yet, no. Ah, well, I have a prediction. I believe the next attack will take place between Highyard Arch and the reservoir. What? So you can predict the future too? No. Not quite, Emmy. I simply deduced it from Luke's notes. My notes? Yes, looking at the records you kept proved to be quite helpful. I now know that Spectre never strikes the same street twice. It has appeared in the same area on more than one occasion, but it spreads out its attacks. Of course, I hadn't realized that. It's all in there. By looking at the patterns, one can work out where the Spectre will appear next, which is probably how Luke's been doing it. That's amazing, Professor. We might just stay one step ahead of Jakes with this information. Let's head for Highyard Arch. Alright. Okay, so we're gonna go to Highyard Arch in the next one. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you all next time.